Hi guys, and welcome back to my live Patreon. I hope everybody is doing well. I think those of you that are joining may be muted. And so if you're coming in right now, hi guys, please stay on mute and then we'll get into everybody. Can you all hear me? Okay, thank you. Shanna, hi Shanna, hi Paloma, Victoria, right? Thank you. And Gloria, Shannon, Destiny, and Michelle. We have Cheryl, Natalie, Crazy Christy, Colleen.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, guys. Kay, Archibald, Christine.
Yay! I'm in.
Hey, Kimia. Okay, I'm connecting to audio. Okay, we have Tiffany, Deanna. Guys, if you don't want to share your face, your video, you can just share your audio. When if you want to, but it's kind of hard to know like who I'm going to be reading without seeing a face to face. Also, I'm admitting some more people in, but just to give a disclaimer again, if you are tuning into this now, those of you that are tuning in, this will probably be on YouTube as well for promo. So just know that. But again, when I get into readings, just like when I go live on YouTube and I do live readings, I don't go into like personal things or try to get too personal. It's more of a general reading. But I want to talk to a lot of you out there. If you can put your hand up on the screen, there's like a little icon you can click. I don't know where it's at, but it says if you have like you want to speak. So if you want to speak with me before the first part of my Patreon live meeting, hi Kay. What I'll do is I will actually start. Let me just admit somebody. I will just kind of give a little bit overview what's going on with me, what's going on with the group, and then then I want to get feedback from you as the group, and then we'll go into the readings itself. So let me see here. Cindy, hey Cindy, Tina T, Carolyn, hey everybody, welcome. I don't know, we have 27 peeps on, so we have some more that are coming in. So I'm just going to give it like 3 more minutes just so that we get everybody on. And then we can start. Hi, Lupe. We have 2 Lupes, right?
Nope, your camera's off. I know my camera's off.
Hi, Carmen. Carmen Hayes. Polly Amor, hello.
Hi, Ray. It's hi.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. And then we have, let's see, Debbie, Candy. Hey, Candy. We have, let's see, we have a Samsung. And then we have a Kim. So Melanie. Hey, Melanie. So we have different people here on. And let me just admit,
Hello. Hi, Ray.
I gotta have to remind myself to keep going back to the first screen because there's a lot of people that are. A lot of faces that I want to see. So again, if y'all can put yourself on mute, please. And then if you want to, like, hi Kimia. I'm looking at the chats as well. There's a chat feature you can see. So we have about 2 more minutes. So I'm just going to get started and talk. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited to have you guys on my Patreon. I know this last couple of days I've been slacking on getting a lot of the content out, but don't worry, I have some good stuff coming out. For those of you that want to talk, if you don't know how to like get the little icon, just raise your hand so I can see, and I'll do one by one. So I'm looking at the first screen. Is there anybody that wants to say something? Kind of like, I just want feedback on the Patreon. Okay, there we got Shanna Burns.
Am I here? Can anybody see me?
I can see you, Shanna. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hey, so how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to do this one-on-one. Hi, Gloria. To be here with you guys. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Donette. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Tiana. So, Shanna, tell me, what would you like to see? Like, are you liking the content? What would you like to see more of?
Yes, I am. And so I know you just did a post about a honey jar, and I
Mhm.
actually ended up doing it myself. And I really would love to see some more posts just like that. Because if not, I'm just looking through YouTube trying to find it, and yours was the most simple version. So I really appreciated that.
Oh, you're
Um,
so sweet. I
yeah.
love doing witchy stuff. I am a white witch, so I do. But I don't advertise myself as a witch, but I always talk about it so people just know. But that's like the other side of myself, the spiritual side, and I love doing like hoodoo. That's not to be confused with voodoo or anything that. But voodoo is not in general like necessarily a bad magic. It's how people have taken it. You can, just like any magic witchcraft, you can take it from a good place, a light place, to a dark place. But I definitely do a lot more sharing about like spells and herbs and things like that to help you guys, to empower you, to give you tools so that you can awaken your inner witch or witches out there, your inner self, your inner magical being, if you want. But we all have that potential to do magic and tap into it. I'm not going to say that and stand here and say that I'm like the best at it, but I just mainly deal with herbs, candles, honey jars, things of that nature for healing, to attract money. So I have a money oil that I'm also going to be making and coming out with it here soon. So that will be dropping. So thank you for that feedback. I will definitely do that, Shanna.
Perfect. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay, so let me get to, okay, Samsung, where are you? Okay, there you are. Let me, can you unmute yourself? Let me see.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm new to Zoom, so I'm trying to figure out how it works.
You're fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Lots of
So,
energy today.
oh, awesome. So what do you like about the Patreon? What would you like to see more of?
I'm into candles. If you could do a little bit more on the candle readings, like the jars,
Okay.
because I mean, just the other day I lit the 7-day jar candles, and they went in 3 days.
Yes, right? Okay, so that's a good topic. Thank you. And what was your name again? I'm sorry, I didn't get to ask you.
It's Araceli.
Araceli, thank you so much. You're Araceli. It's always good when I get to connect y'all's faces with the actual name. So with the candle magic, going to which this is kind of like alluding from where Shanna was going. I definitely am going to be doing more about candles and magic and stuff like that, and how to interpret and read candles that come in the 7-day candles that come in a glass. So if you're not familiar, like if you go to your well, here in Texas we have HEB, but if you have Winn-Dixie or you have Safeway or Costco, some of them sell those candles. It's like in a glass, it's thin cylinder. It doesn't look like this one that I have here. It's thinner and it's tall. 7 days, they burn for 7 days, but sometimes they burn faster. Now, the reason that a lot of these candles will burn faster is because your spell, your magic, whatever you're doing with the candles is actually working. And when it works, it accelerates at a very fast pace. So even though it's for 7 days, it can burn in 3 or 4 days. And I've had that actually happen to myself, which is a good thing. Now, when your candles burned, Araceli, did it have any black smoke around the outside of the glass?
The one right now that I have burning, what that is, it's not, that one's not done yet, but it's for my business. Hopefully I'll get it started in August, but it has a little bit of black smoke on the top, so
Okay.
I know that that's clearing something out.
Yeah, basically when it has the black smoke, it's some people say it's because you didn't trim the wick right, and this is more like the scientific explanation, or you didn't cut the wick enough, or it's like a paraffin or a soy candle. But the reality of that is that when there's like black smoke or a little bit, it's some kind of resistance to the work that is being done magically. But if it continues to burn through the whole candle, and I'm going to do a video about this, and it's like clear all the way down, then it's not it's not a null and void. It didn't really affect your magic. It's really good. So you don't have to worry about that. But for the most part, if you are finding that your candles are burning pretty much clear all the way down, then it's good. You don't have to worry about that. So that's a very, very good question, and I'll be doing more of that as well. So let's get to the next person. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The next person was Tiana. So I see Tiana. Tiana, would you like to, and if you don't want to share your video, that's fine, but can you go ahead and unmute yourself? And how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you
So
for being here.
awesome to talk to you in person.
I know, I wish I
That's
could see you, but I
exciting.
understand some people don't want to be in front of the camera. That's absolutely fine.
Can you not see me?
If you cannot, well, on the left-hand side, the bottom left-hand side, if you move your cursor, there is a feature to start video. Do you see it?
Oh, this is my first Zoom meeting.
Yeah, there you are. Hi.
Hi, I'm old, so I'm learning how to do these things.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's good. It's good that you're actually learning. Let me admit somebody into the room. Okay. So tell me, what do you like the most about Patreon? What would you like to see more about?
Oh, what I like most about it, I guess, would be the exclusive content and the exercises.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of the exercises. Y'all guys are really good. I have to say, I'm very, very impressed by a lot of you when we're doing the mediumship exercises or the actual psychic intuitive exercises. A lot of you are very tuned in, but I can tell the energy as a whole. Some of you are like getting a little discouraged. Maybe I guessed something wrong, or you know, and I don't want you to guess. I want you to really tap in, try your best. But if it's okay, I don't want you to beat yourself up if you are, you know, missing certain things or not getting into what you need, you know, like tapping in completely. It's okay. So don't worry about that. Just continue to push through. Every exercise is kind of like riding your bike or whatever. You're going to get better and better as you do it. So I'll be doing a lot more of those, and doing like, also, like I posted about haunting stuff as we get. I'm a very big fan of October and just Halloween in general. So I'm going to be doing a lot more about haunting places and putting up haunted locations, photos of haunted locations for you guys to kind of give me your impressions. And then I'll share with you my impressions as well, because it's not just about tapping into the energy of people, places, people or things, like inanimate objects like cards, but also it's about tapping into the locations. And I want you to get comfortable with that. So I definitely am going to be doing more of that. I'm going to be talking about a lot more things like aliens, and I know that a lot of people want to know about QAnon and Pizzagate and adrenochrome and all this stuff that's going on. So I'll be doing a lot more videos on those as well. Those videos I probably won't be sharing on my YouTube channel. There will be a private link only exclusively here, because I run the risk of getting my channel deleted for that content, because they're very just very picky, and they are censoring people because they don't want the truth exposed. So it is.
Can I tell you something really quickly?
Sure.
I really appreciate that you do those readings, because for years, one of my main prayers has been that we get this exposed, this sex trafficking, especially as it relates to the children. So it's a huge passion of mine.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of sickness and disease and illness, and I refer to it as that in the celebrity worlds, and not every celebrity that's worshipped or that is seen, you know, to be like this good person are actually good people. And so it's, you know, that's my whole thing. And I think that's why a lot of celebrities may not like me, or like the fact that I just tell it like it is. And I have a lot of people out there that maybe are fans of celebrities. So I have like a lot of resistance and stuff, but ultimately that's not going to deter me from doing these readings and exposing them, you know, as much as I can. But I'm not doing it to necessarily hurt anyone. I do the readings from a place of love, just to kind of create an awareness, and people want to know. And that's what I'm doing a lot of these readings, like the Naya reading. But funny thing is that I'm always going to find people, like I call them Drusillas, the haters, they're trolls, they're Drusillas. I always call them that because they come on like energy vampires onto my page, and a lot of them don't like the fact they try to nitpick how I pronounce names, or, you know, how I set a title, or, you know, something that I refer to something as a river and it's a lake. You know, they find little things and like that, and I just find it very comical. So I'm going to also do a video kind of like just like doing maybe an ASMR, if y'all don't know what that is, like talking like this, and kind of like mocking that very soon about all of the hate messages that I get and stuff that actually block. It's hilarious, but I get a lot of heat from a lot of people that just don't like what I have to say. But thank you so much, Tiana. I really, really appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Bye. Okay, so we have Tiana. We had Araceli. That let's do iPad. Where's iPad? I saw her somewhere here. Oh, I see a hand here. Okay, iPad. Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Nathalie or Nathalie? How do I say that? You kind of have to. Oh,
Natalie.
Natalie. How are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Where are you from?
I'm from Quebec.
Oh, Quebec.
Okay, and I'm 2 hours away from Montreal.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I noticed you had the accent, so I wasn't sure if it was Italian or French, but I knew that you
It's
have
French.
French. I love it.
I'm a French Quebecer.
Well, thank you so much, and a shout out to all of my Canadians that are listening in, maybe that are on here, or Rays of Light that are later looking at this broadcast on my YouTube channel. So tell me, what do you like most about Patreon? What would you like to see more of on Patreon?
I love your readings. I like the exercises, but I'd like to see, well, pretty much what the others have asked, you know, the disclosure. It would be fun also if you said how things could evolve in other countries, you know. It's
Absolutely.
all centered around America, and there's also Mexico and Canada. How are things evolving? Like,
Okay.
you know, the sea virus that we won't name.
Yeah. Yes,
Like,
and I want you guys that are not from America, that are from Canada, Australia, UK, to let me know if they're in the comments of my videos on YouTube, or even here on Patreon. Send me a message if there's topics in your country that I may not be aware of, or people that you want me to read for you that are in your country, and I'll do readings on them, because I like also bringing different. Like I did one on I think Sushant, that Indian guy from India, that he was an actor.
yeah.
So I'm doing different readings on different people, not just American people. So let me
Well,
know.
I have one for you, Ray. If you,
Who is
yeah,
that?
you know, you mentioned adrenochrome and sex trafficking of children.
Mm-hmm.
Our Prime Sinister, that I call him Prime Sinister in Canada, Justin Trudeau, is surrounded literally by pedophiles.
Wow.
And apparently there are inquiries, but there's also people who are hushing the whole thing. So that might be an interesting one for you.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that one on YouTube, but I'll definitely share it on my Patreon. And I'm gonna do like that whole situation, a different reading. I'm kind of looking into it because there's definitely a lot. There's Corey, was it Corey Haim, or one of the one actors here in America? They've recently come forward, a lot of actors talking about how it's a big problem. Even Antonio Sabato Jr., if I'm not mistaken, if y'all don't remember him, but he was like a famous model actor in General Hospital. Yeah. And he came forward and he said, if they're being exposed, a lot of them, and people are, and I believe Epstein's logs are being disclosed. That information is being disclosed this week, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not this week, it's this month of August it's coming in, but I don't know. But it's going to be done. So I definitely will take that into consideration and do that. I really thank you so much.
I thank you too.
All right, so let's do one more, and then I'm going to start getting into the readings. So I know a lot of you are like, Ray, can you just stop talking? Let's see. Where is Destiny Cavazos? Where is Destiny? I see Destiny. There you are,
I'm
Destiny.
here.
I had to go like on my screen. There's so many people. There is approximately 34 participants. So it's like 12 or 15 on one page, and then I have to scroll to the other. So let me say hi. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tina T, and everybody else. So Destiny, what is up, girl? What are you up to? What do you like about Patreon? Just spill the tea.
I have really enjoyed just all of your content. I really enjoy the exercises that you do. I started watching literally like 2 weeks ago. The first thing I saw was the Naya thing, because as soon as I heard about it, I had like these visions and I was like, no, this is not right. She did not drown. So I think I found you on Twitter. Someone had posted your video. And so from there, I've just started and joined, and I really enjoy your content because I feel like I have some sort of something,
Yeah.
and I've really wanted to just explore that, but I hadn't found anywhere where I could, and I think Patreon is a great platform for that. So regarding the content, I guess for me, just more mediumship type of things. Also, connecting with loved ones. Like, for example, I see repeating numbers all the time. And like I had started to keep account of, okay, I saw 222, I saw 111, but then I lost count because it literally will happen 3-4 times a day, as well as like my actual birth date. I see it all the time. And so just like stuff like that. And so I've read like it could be like your family members that have crossed over, sending you a message, things like that. But I haven't like read where, I guess, I don't feel like some of the information is concrete, like it's not consistent. So
Right.
I know, of course, you would give us the tea, you would tell us exactly what's
Yes.
up. So just stuff like that.
It's very interesting that you bring up the Naya thing. The cases of Naya, Breonna Taylor, Naya, Alonzo Brown. I need to do one on him. I haven't forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, what's the other reading on Vanessa Guillon, the one from here, from my state, Texas, from near the Houston area. These are the readings that I don't really like to do, but I'm kind of getting more comfortable, even if I've been doing this for years, because they're so draining. But I want to expose the truth, like I said, to people, that there are mediums out there. There are psychics. We are real. We're not fraudulent. We're not charlatans. And there are people with authentic gifts, like a lot of you out there right now here on this Patreon. And so I believe that, a higher power brings all of us together. And I'm glad that we have the platform. And I definitely am going to be doing more videos and content on Patreon to help you tap into your mediumship gift. I focus a lot more on the psychic side because it's easier to tap into your psychic abilities, because everybody is intuitive to a certain level, but not everybody is a medium. But even if you're not born a natural medium, a lot of times there are things and events and traumas and casualties in your life that can open up your mediumship gifts. And that's what I'm kind of bringing to this, is kind of being like a mentor, since I can't spend a lot of time with a lot of you one-on-one, like 15-minute coaching session. This is how I'm kind of doing it through my Patreon page. I'm doing a lot more content and stuff here for you guys. So I definitely will be doing that. But going back to the Naya case, very, very interesting. Someone, I had a lot of people, again, haters, a lot of Drusillas out there that were like, what you said was not accurate, about the Naya case. And it's just like, feel like they didn't understand the whole concept about the reading. Sometimes things are not going to necessarily line up, and a lot of people are going off of what the media tells them. But I had to laugh because I read a comment. I went back on that reading. It got 50,000 views, the Naya Rivera reading that I did. And someone was like, Ray, nobody believes the media more than they believe you. And I had to laugh at that, because it kind of shows me that there's hope out there, that people are listening to me and listening to a lot of you, my colleagues, and people that are just in tune with themselves and with their gifts, and they're not necessarily believing the hype from the media and all the lies that are pushed out by the media. Because believe it or not, this is going back to the corruption in Hollywood, in the media. The media is controlled not by necessarily just the government, but it is controlled by the powerful people in these positions, celebrities and stuff. And people, I think a lot of people don't realize celebrities can pay media outlets to carry a story. They can pay a lot of, and I know, because I have friends that are in the media, I know what they've done to pay for a story to be fed to the media, to spin a narrative, to detract, to derail. So yeah, trust me when I say that it is very real. Thank you so much for bringing that. And let's get into the readings. If you don't raise your hand all at once, I'm just kidding. But if you want a reading, put your little icon, your little hand up. I'm going to get into a general reading. How I'm going to do that is that if you have got a reading last time, I'm not going to do you this time. But I am going to go for the people that I'm drawn to. And if I don't get to you today, don't be discouraged. We'll be doing more of these Patreon one-on-one sessions. I'm trying to do them, weekly, but I may do them like 2 times a month, depending on how my schedule gets. But if you didn't get one, I will try to get to you, okay? All right. So I was drawn to Debbie. So I'm going to, Debbie, if you want to unmute yourself, I'm looking at you. You're with the
I got my cat. Hi. She's over here.
So I don't
just
think I
looking
read
at my face.
last month, last week or the week before. How are you doing?
No, I'm doing okay for the most part.
Is there anything in particular that you want to know, or are you just open to a general reading?
I'm open to whatever you can pick up.
Okay, so I'm going to just use my Dark Mansion Tarot cards. These cards were very expensive. They were like $50 on the
Oh
spectrum
my goodness.
of tarot cards, which is ridiculous. But I was drawn to them. And whenever I get drawn to a deck, I want to use them. And then after you, I'm going to be reading Tina T, because I see you, girl. I see you, Tina. And I was drawn to her energy. And then after Tina, I will be getting to Carmen and then Kim. I see you, girls. I see you. I'm trying to get to everybody. I'm trying to, but I have to go where I'm, and remind me, like, who's next. So let's get into you first, Debbie. Let's see what's going on in your world, what Spirit has to say. I'm excited because I'm dropping a video today as well for the monthly horoscopes for August. And these are like, I usually keep them short, but this is like, each sign is like, well, each element sign is like 12 minutes long. So you are going to be getting, if you didn't get the tea here from me, you're going to be getting it from the August horoscopes. All right. So for you, Debbie, I get the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, I don't know if you can see that clearly. It represents deception, trickery, someone that it could be like backstabbing you. This could be speaking to things that you've recently gone through, or more of like creating awareness for your future, like what is coming up. I feel like there's somebody, definitely a male energy, if not somebody that you have to be very careful with, that's very masculine energy. I know that may not make sense to you right now, but hold on to it, because I feel like, again, there's somebody
There's a couple.
Yeah, they're not being honest. And I feel like this person may have darker features, dark hair. They're kind of thin, maybe not very tall, but average height. That's what I'm getting. The King of Cups tells me that this person is very emotional. Sometimes they may not be. The King of Cups typically represents someone that is very emotional, stable. But I feel like this person may be to the point where they kind of are closed off. And again, it's very interesting that we got the Seven of Swords and then we got the King of Cups. But I feel like this person is very caught up in their emotions. I think it's all about them is the kind of the energy that's coming through. And so I feel like you may spend a lot of time worrying about one of these people or helping them in some kind of way, giving too much of your energy to them when they don't need that extra energy from you. Does that make some kind of sense?
It does.
Then you got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles tells me that you are someone that's very concerned about your finances right now as well. It's an area, if you're not concerned, it's an area that you're looking at very heavily. Like what is coming up, like new jobs, new opportunities. I feel like you may be looking at that area of your life, maybe applying for a new job or wanting to get into a new job. There is some anxiety around your finances that I feel like you may be holding on to, if that makes sense.
It does.
And then you got the Ten of Cups, which represents your family. So overall, it's like you are the maternal person. You're very nurturing. You're very giving to other people, to your cat, to your, fur baby. And you're just that person that, you want to have a happy family. And that's what you're working towards. And you're working towards this overtime. I feel like you're putting a lot of your energy into every aspect of your life. And I feel like you're not doing it in vain. Let me pull some clarifying cards. So I pulled up crystals. I don't know if you're working with any crystals right now.
I have lots of crystals.
Okay. So that's why Spirit is bringing it up. I feel like you need to work with like this color of crystal, like an aquamarine, a blue topaz, something that has like a light hue, but is family of the quartz. So work with that. There is going to be some gossip. I'm using my Starseed Footstep Oracle cards now.
Got it.
Pay attention to the gossip. Stay away from the gossip that you're hearing, because that's just going to pull you into a bad area. There is some mourning. So I don't know who in your family has passed, and maybe some thoughts of a person that has passed in your family. I feel like this is connected to the other side. And I do feel a very strong female presence on the other side. I don't know if this is like a grandmother or a great grandmother.
Like my mom.
Or your mom, right. So there is some kind of mourning. There is some kind of thoughts. I feel like you still haven't received closure. Pay attention, because the signs that you're getting, or that you will be getting, like angel numbers and feathers and things like that. Yeah, I feel like she's going to come into your dreams. There's going to be some kind of revelation over the next couple of weeks. And there was someone in your life has been going through something legal. I don't know.
Yes, me.
That's you.
I'm
Okay.
going through with my dad's.
You don't have to say all of it, because it's going to be on YouTube. But
Yeah.
just so we know that, that there is something like that. And I respect everyone's privacy. I didn't mean to cut you off or be rude.
No, you're okay.
I just you don't need to explain it. I understand what it's going, but as long as it makes sense to you, that's perfect. Okay. So I feel like, whatever is going through, let me pull one more card to see what the outcome of all of this is going to be. You're going to be moving on from it. So whatever is happening now with the legal thing, I feel like it's going to work out in your favor eventually. I feel like because you're moving on from it, that card moving, it tells me that there is some kind of closure. And then I feel like, again, just being very careful, because you have a lot of spirits. I feel like you are a medium yourself. You're very open to spirits. So there's a lot of spiritual activity. I feel like your cat feels it. And
yeah, that's why she's here.
she feels it, and she feels the spirit around. So she's very in tune with herself. So just pay attention to that. Your gift is naturally going to open up and flourish. You're going to get connections from the other side, from your mom, other people that have passed, other people's loved ones, past loved ones. These are just things that are going to naturally come to you. So I hope that you like the messages today, and I hope that they resonated. And if they didn't,
They do. I do have a question though. The mail, is that through work, or would that be through family? That's the only question.
I think that, when I try to do the readings, it feels like almost more personal. So I have to say that it may be family more than work. Okay.
Okay.
Only because I don't want to interpret the messages. I just give them to you as
Right.
I hear. And then I let you kind of, I let my clients, or Patreons or Rays of Light interpret them. But I feel like this may be more connected to somebody that you really are around a lot. I feel like this is more personal than anything. So
Okay.
I will say that it's family.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes I see my work people more than I see my own family. And, I'm just trying to, because it can relate to so many different people in my life that, I just like to try to narrow it down.
Absolutely. So thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hope you stay for the remaining of the Patreon session.
I will.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Right. You're welcome. All right. So let's get into it. I think Tina T was next, right?
Hi, Ray. Yeah, I was
Hi,
next.
Tina.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm great. You have been doing so well for me. I bought some personal reading, and your reading has helped me a lot on making a great decision and stuff that's coming through. Some of the reading that you did for me back in 2019, they're still happening. And some of them, the guys that are mad, they're like in and out. Your reading is like always on point, like no doubt.
Thank you. And that's the whole thing. If like a person has gotten a reading from me, and if you're not listening live on this Zoom meeting and you're listening to this later on my YouTube channel, when I do personal readings, and I don't read I don't want to say I'm a fortune teller, because I don't see myself like that. My gift works like it's precognitive. So I see a lot through my clairvoyance into the future events and stuff. Some people would call me a fortune teller, but that's not what I really am. And I feel like a lot of times the timelines that I give people can change. It could be like a little bit. That's why some people are like seeing, like you said, you're seeing some of the stuff kind of already happening, and it may not happen in the exact time frames that I give. So don't hold to those time frames, but know that you have free will to change any outcomes that I do give you. And that's the biggest misconception, I think, because a lot of people see psychics and they get messages. Not you. I'm talking about people in general, and they feel like their psychic was wrong, right? Because they gave them a timeline, and that timeline. But the thing is that the future is unpredicted. Even though some things can be predicted, the future is unwritten, because we all have free will, and it's not just involving you, but other people that are in your life. And since everybody has free will, we're going to see changes in the timelines and stuff on the outcomes. So Spirit brings information forth so that way we can go ahead and maybe change our course or avoid those problems in the future. So
Mm-hmm.
for you, are you open to just a general reading right now, or do you have a
I have so
specific
many
question?
questions, but I'll go with a general reading
Okay, let's
because
see
I
what
can't narrow them down right now.
okay. First card for you that I got here is the Ace of Swords. So whatever you're going through, nervousness, anxiety, about your career, about your love life, you hold the sword. Okay, you hold the higher power. You're gonna get what you want. It's coming. Oh, hold on. You're going through a big transformation. Death card came up. So it's not going to necessarily feel comfortable for you. This whole thing has you kind of worried on some levels, and then you're kind of like going with the flow, but you still are kind of bogged down on certain things like your love life, your finances, and stuff like that. But it is going to get better. The Four of Cups tells me, again, that's how you kind of feel. Maybe not right now, but you have moments where you go through that, where you're kind of like in your thoughts, and you feel a little disillusioned. So, but Spirit is saying for not to feel like that, because when you feel like that, it's normal. But you are going through some big changes. Your finances is where I see a lot of your energy going right now, and a lot of your focus, your coins. You're doing a lot of planning. You're looking at your job, your career. What can you do next to bring more money into your life? And so I feel like there's a lot of hard work and focus that you're going to be putting into that over the next couple of weeks and going into next month. You're going to have a lot of options coming up around your career. With the Seven of Pentacles, there's so much options that you have. So if you haven't had like a lot of interviews, or you're just not sure like where to apply, just apply anywhere if you are looking for something. And if you're not, this could be speaking to another area of your life where men are concerned or love is concerned. You're going to have a lot of options in that area. The star for me is like, it represents a wish that you have. I feel like you are very connected to the other side. You have told Spirit what you want, what you don't want in love, and so I feel like it's coming to fruition. It's just a matter of patience and time. Four of Swords is telling me that you may need to take some time out for yourself. So I don't know like how busy you are doing for others, but take some time for yourself. You're going to have a brief period where you may go on vacation, or you may want to go traveling out of town, even though we're in the middle of Rona. And the Two of Swords keeps showing me, the Two of Wands keeps showing me that it's almost like you feel like you need to balance everything, but you are going to see a lot of more communication, a lot of your creativity take over. Let me pull some cards from my Starseed Footstep Oracle cards for you. So far, is this kind of making some sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially the finance area. You're so on point.
Yeah, I know. You're going to get some clarity here very soon. But the Ace of Swords started off your reading, which is a good thing. I feel like it's a very good start for the messages. Then we have here psychic attacks. So you need to be very careful. When I tune into you, I feel, and I could see this, your moods, your feelings, your emotions are not necessarily all the time yours. They're coming from other people that are in your life, people that are, wanting to holler at you, or people that are just like friends that are being kind of shady in some way. Just pay attention, use some black tourmaline or obsidian, because I feel like you need that protection. Your health is also coming up. So with illness, it's not necessarily mean that you're going to have illness, but it does mean that there is something that you need to focus on, like boosting your immune system, drinking vitamin C, basically doing the things that you may, need to go to your medical professional and consult them. But basically, I feel like there is someone, if it's not you, that the health is going to be like an issue that you need to kind of like address and put more time into yourself, taking care of yourself. This goes back to the message of the Four of Swords, where you have to rest. Again, if you're not getting sleep, if people are texting you at 2 a.m. in the morning, girl, I know how they are, because some people do that to me. Put that phone on Do Not Disturb and do not give them the time of day, because they need to respect your boundaries and your time. If you're sleeping, they need to respect you and not be hollering at you, texting you at 2 or 3 in the morning, because I know how that is. Anger. There is a male that is angry at you, upset. And if it's not right now, you know who that would be. And it's lower vibrations that he's holding onto. And again, he's going through problems financially, whoever this guy is. So I see you rolling your eyes.
He's not my boyfriend, that's for sure.
Exactly. But he is somebody that, well, I won't go into, but And he is blinded by many things. And I feel like a spirit is also telling you, don't be blind about this person, whoever he may be, or whoever, you know, in the future, near future, whoever's coming into your life. Don't let your feelings or the attractiveness of this person fool you or lead you to be blind to see what is really staring in front of you. Be sure that you're really, you know, taking things slowly and really going forward carefully in your relationships. Okay. Did that help you?
Oh yeah, it did. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Like I'm just in shock. I'm like, wow, that's like so on
Awesome.
point. Like
And if y'all guys
honestly.
that I read for on here, if you feel like you need more information from the messages that I gave on here, you can message me on Patreon. And when I get some chance today or this week, I will respond to you as soon as I can. So I want to thank you again for being on
Thank
here
you.
and for allowing me to do that reading for you. So let's get into who was the next person that I was going to read. I had said, I'm trying to, was it Kim? I think it was you, Kim. Was it Kim?
Yeah.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. I wanted to say something.
Sure.
When you do these like Patreon things, I don't even come on here to do readings. I can listen to you talk all damn day and not even move. Like your voice is so soothing. I think me and my twin sister are like stuck on you, and we listen to you all day. I can listen to you when I fall asleep for school, for work. Like, so I just wanted to say how much we love listening to everything you put out.
Oh, I love you guys, and thank you so much for the support.
As long as you're not apologizing no more.
Oh, I know. I'm so bad about that, and that's just
that was me. I said, if you apologize,
and then I apologize for you for apologizing.
Because they shouldn't even be on here if they don't want to hear what you got to say.
Oh, I know.
Block them, and you don't even need to give any airtime to them.
Yeah. I need to be a little bit more. That's the area of opportunity. That tells you that I'm not perfect myself. That's an area that I know I need to work on, which is to not let people's comments affect me. But I'm human at the end of the day, just like everybody else. And even though I know it's not true what they say out there, you know, it still affects me very much. So I'm working on myself to get stronger in that area. To not constantly be apologizing, because girl, trust me, some days I feel like just going off on some and just telling them all the tea. Like I used to be honey.
I be want to jump to the computer.
I'm from the hood.
Jump to the computer and get them.
I can be prim proper and you know and be Ray that you like the people like, but I can also be ghetto if I needed to.
Yes.
I'm like, let me just get out of character for a moment and ghetto and get on their ass and tell them all the true tea.
Yes.
But then I'm like, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not my time. I got big fish to fry. I have other things to do. So thank you so much for that message.
No, I had to tell you that. I was like, you give them one more airplay one more time.
Actually, people don't know, but I actually did grow up in the ghetto. Well, I don't want to use the word ghetto in a bad connotation.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's full of culture and who I am. And I grew up close to the projects. I grew up in that neighborhood. So like a lot of people don't know that before this what you see now, I've had a lot of struggles in my life, a lot of things that a lot of people have gone through. So get into you. Are you open to a general reading or just
general's fine.
Okay, let me just shuffle some cards for you. I got chills. So you are very psychic. You have mediumship gifts as well. You're very in tune. You're a healer. You got magic. You have ancestors who work with you. You had people in your family that were healers. You are a healer in this time yourself. So if you haven't really explored magic, like candle magic or working with herbs and stuff, I feel like this is what you need to do. But I feel like your whole life path in this earth journey that you've had in particular has been more of the healer, healing other people, going family members, caring for them, being like a caregiver. You've carried the weight of your family, specifically your parents, and you maybe siblings or just people in your family. And I have so many goosebumps as I'm tuning into you, like I've got chills. So it tells me that you have loved ones on the other side that are tuning into you. I have a card that fell. Okay, so Immediately what came up for you was the Queen of Pentacles. You're focused a lot on your finances.
Yeah.
So for you, this is where like your job, what is coming next. I feel like this indicating that you're pretty good when it comes to managing money. You know what you need to pay out your bills, but you're not living necessarily comfortably the way that you would like to. There
Right.
still is things that you'd like to do, projects that you need to do, things, but you can't do because bills stand in the way. And so you have some decisions around your career, what you're doing now. There's going to be a big change coming for you, even though you kind of are not sure and you're indecisive. You're going to get that clarity. And the Magician is telling me here that you have all the tools available to you to go forth with what you're planning. So I feel like with you, I don't know if you have had a career in the healthcare industry or anything like in nursing.
I'm a unit secretary for the hospital now, but
Okay.
I'm trying to do another career and start my other career in medical coding.
Yes, and I feel like that's going to be the good part for you, because when I tune into your energy, I kept seeing and feeling like healthcare, nursing.
Yeah.
You're in the right place that you need to be, but you need to they need to upgrade you. You need a promotion. You need something like that, because you are very underpaid. And I'm just saying that you're very underpaid, and this is coming from spirit, because I don't know you just from here. And so I feel like you're very underpaid and you work very hard, and you kind of are at that point where you just want to see some kind of validation that people see your, and you are recognized for your talent. The Devil card tells me, though, that there are some situations in your life, particularly around, I'm not going to say necessarily work, but it could be, but it just like observations about people in general. You notice that there are some people that are kind of shady, but you keep quiet. You keep those things more to yourself because you're not about the drama. And you, at the end of the day, you feel like justice and karma will come and bite them in the butt sooner or later. The Four of Cups tells me here that you're kind of like a little disillusioned right now. You're hoping that things progress, but there's like just like you're standing right now watching every aspect of your life, going through it in your mind, and you're like, how am I going to get there? And I feel like with the Emperor, there's going to be a male energy or someone that is a masculine energy. It could be a woman that's masculine that's going to help you to get where you need to be, unless this is like a partner in your life that is encouraging you. But I feel like there is some encouragement there. You have a good support system, not just from your current life, but in your from your ancestors, from your spirit guides. You have a strong spiritual connection, and they're guiding you. You got the Six of Pentacles. So it's about balancing, like finding some balance, who you give your time and your energy to the most. Like, again, finding balance in your life. Let me see what other cards I get here for you. I got here the Seven of Pentacles. So come springtime 2021 for you is going to be a very good time financially. When you're going to start seeing things change for you. I feel like that's when you're going to make your move. I would say right now is not a good time to start applying within your department or wherever you work for a new job, because I feel like you may not get it, but you shouldn't discourage you. You could do what you have the free will to do, whatever you please. The Queen of Wands tells me it's you. You're all about communication. You are all about completion. What you get is, what you want is what you get eventually. And you got that energy. You have the strength. You got the Queen of Pentacles. You got the Queen of Wands. So you definitely are someone that, again, and I got the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of focus on your finances right now. Let me just see here. The last one's the Ace of Wands. You got the Ace of Wands too. So the Ace of Wands is like you're going to have what you want, like that position that you want, what you're going to study towards, or the medical coding, the stuff like that. You're going to get there. It's just be patient and know that you can do it. Just balance everything. I feel like you're at a point in your life where you're very much about like organization and dedicating time. You've dedicated a lot of time to your family, to friends and people. Now it's more time about dedicating it to you and getting moving forward in your career. Let me see what messages from my my oracle cards, the Starseed Footstep oracle cards, what they have for you. So far, is this making sense to you?
Absolutely, all of it. as which we all know, you're great.
Thank you. Letting go. The message for you, it feels like you hold on to things from the past, things that were done to you by family, friends, people in your work environment. Just letting that go, because I feel like a lot of times you don't want to I don't want to say it that way, but you don't want to forgive.
I don't like to forgive, but because I don't forget. No, I don't like to forgive.
Exactly. And so
like
for
that.
you, it's important right now, the message from Spirit is to get that point in your life so that you can get everything else that you want going. It's to just forgive them, but don't forget. You don't have to forget, but just get that inner peace and forgive them and move on. Karma will take care of anything that was done to you. You're divinely protected, my dear, and not just by angels, but your spirit guides, your ancestors. You have loved ones on the other side who see the things that they did here in the physical world when they were alive, maybe towards you, other family members, that they're very apologetic. And that's what I can say right now. I feel like there's a very strong fatherly energy on the other side that's coming through. This could be like a father or a grandfather on the other side. But feeling like you did go through a lot. You also are uncovering a lot about yourself from the past lives. You think about your past lives in some way. There's a lot of, maybe like you look at a location, it's deja vu, like you feel like you've been there, or you feel connected to a certain person in your current life, and you like, do I know you? You feel like you were, as somebody that I know. A lot of those things are actually people that in your life, everybody that's in your life right now or that comes into, you probably had a past life at some point. And sometimes we reincarnate together in soul groups, which is another video I need to do here on my channel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because that's a good video to do. But you're going through some karmic lessons in your life. That's why the struggles have been a little bit difficult for you. But you are achieving them, because the Ace of Wands and everything else in your reading indicates that, look, the last part, happiness is yours. You are entering a period. Some souls come into this life and they, from children, they were either abused or they had a lot of harder life lessons that adults go through and that kids shouldn't go through. That was you. You went through a lot of that dark stuff when you were younger. You've done a lot of maturing and healing from that, and you haven't let it stop you from becoming a beautiful individual. And I feel like now you're entering a chapter in your life where the remaining part of your life here on earth is going to be a lot better. And you have a lot more protection and awareness and just good things coming to you. Like I really do feel, I would not say that I feel like good things are coming to you unless it's really happening. The cards validated. I feel like for you, it's really, really good, just good messages. Don't worry so much, because you worry a lot. And I feel like for you, it's your abdominal area. Pay attention to that. Your colon, your bowel movements, stuff like that. Just pay attention to that. Because I'm as a medical intuitive, I can't diagnose as a doctor, but I feel like you're hit by your solar plexus, stomach, in that area, and also back pain. You suffer from spinal issues and stuff like that.
Yes.
So like as I'm tuning into you, like my back is starting to hurt, and I feel your pain and stuff. So I'm trying to send you healing. I am a healer myself. I'm sending you some healing, and I hope that this helps you. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Who was the next person? Was it, who did I say? I knew it was you, and then there was somebody else. I can't remember. I have bad memory. Was it you, Donette? It was Donette, wasn't it? I think, was it? Or
I would love a reading. I don't know.
Okay, let me get, because I want to see who I'm drawn to. I'll come back to you, Donette, okay? I'm not shading you, girl. But I have to do like whoever spirit is drawing me to the most. Let me look at my screen here. Okay, I'm gonna have to do Cheryl. I don't know if I read for you, Cheryl Freeman, but girl, spirit is like there with you. So I'm being pulled to you for a reason.
Oh God.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Oh my God.
Good. Where are you from, Cheryl?
I'm from the UK, in Leeds.
All right, my UK peeps. At least I have one of my UK peeps here. I love you guys, and I just appreciate the support. It has to be late over there. Is it like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock?
It's 10 to 9.
10 to
in the evening, right?
Yes, ma'am. So you got a reading. So before you go to bed, you're gonna get some messages from Spirit.
I'm gonna get some messages finally. Oh, I love it.
Are you open to a general reading, or you just want something specific?
Yeah, general will be fine.
Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Have you been seeing a lot of birds lately, Cheryl?
Yes.
Okay, because they're showing me birds, which is very weird, and kind of like perched on certain areas, like on the building that you live in, or the location that you live in. they're showing me like what we call in America those posts, like power lines, and I see
Yeah.
you kind of perched there and looking at you. You have some messages coming very soon. So let's see what Spirit is saying. Anytime the birds appear and you see them, quite often they're messengers from the other side. Even though they're alive, these birds, but the Spirit uses birds to bring messages to you. And so I feel like they're bringing some messages for you. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so okay. You have a lot of wand energy, which tells me you're very creative. You're very communicative as well, but you do have some stagnation in your life right now. So you feel like at a crossroads. There's some fears about your finances, about love. Those are the two areas that I feel like you are mainly concerned about. You feel trapped is what I'm getting at, like kind of trapped in your living situation completely. Hold on. First card I got for you is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight is like a message. You're going to have some messages, some communication, important communication coming to you very soon. I feel like this is about work opportunities. I feel like this could be potentially about income from the UK government. I don't know. There's something about money coming through, like a focus on money, communication on money. The Nine of Wands tells me that there's some defensiveness. So you have some people that are maybe a little defensive because you speak your mind. You're not afraid to tell them like how it is. And there's some people that are coming up against you and that are just coming, like they want to defend themselves. They're very defensive. They're not open to listening to what you have to say. They think that you're wrong. And this could be family, this could be friends, but you're not wrong for how you feel is what Spirit is saying. You're very, very right. The Six of Cups means that there's also some loss that you've experienced in your lifetime. And also you think about the past and why did things happen to you the way that they did, specifically in your childhood and dealing with your father. And they're talking about your father figure. And I don't know, are you originally from another country? I'm sorry to ask that because I keep feeling that somebody in your family was either from Africa or from another country, but I don't know the connection. They're showing me like an island. So I don't know. There is something about someone in your life from another country. This could be an ancestor. Maybe you're not aware of your ancestry. Just hold on to that if that doesn't make sense. But there's something that happened in your past that you cannot let go of. I feel like this is a heartbreak that you went through on some level and you haven't been able to move through this. This person lied to you. They took advantage of you. And then there's a connection to their family, someone from an island. I don't know if this is Tobago or this is like Nigeria. There's something about Africa. Does that make sense to you?
I get yeah.
Okay, so that person, they did something to you and you can't let go of it and it caused you a lot of pain, but it also has affected you from moving on and you feel like it's affected your finances. It's affected every part and aspect of your life. And so right now with the Two of Wands, you're holding on to a lot of that energy. And I feel like you're kind of trying to move forward and be creative. For you, when I tune into you, I see like your life path. I don't know. I want to say when I look at, let me see your face. Can you show your face a little bit more, really? Okay. I want to say that, I don't know if you've ever had jobs in retail or customer care, but they're showing me more of like a store, kind of like you working in something like that. I feel like you also have limitations to your health, your physical health, where you may not be able to work long hours or stand on your feet for long periods at a time, but you do need to get out of the house more once all of this is okay with COVID and whatnot, because I feel like for you, it's important to be surrounded by a lot of good people. You don't trust a lot of people. You don't have a lot of friends. You're very selective on them. And you kind of keep to yourself, but I feel like you need to get out because right now the Five of Swords, that's what it's showing me, is a lot of trapped energy, but this is all up here. It's in the mind. The sword represents mental energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you, this is like you being trapped, somebody's holding you back. It's more of yourself. But the Ace of Cups indicates a lot of fulfillment, You have happier times ahead. You have a lot of things that you're going to push through. Let me pull some more cards for you. Let me see here. I got here the Five of Swords. So you still have some people that are going to be in and out of your life. That are going to still be in communication. You know who they are. They're going to be kind of creating drama and whatnot. And they're looking, these are energy vampires, and they're looking for a response from you. They love drama. They love the negativity. They get a high off of it. So for you, it's important for you to just stand your ground like the Queen of Wands, and stand your ground and cut that communication, because again, the Wands is also a symbol of communication, of creativity. For you, it's like they know that you hold your own, like you hold yourself very well. You don't need necessarily like a man in your life. You don't necessarily need people to do things for you. You can do them yourself. And I feel like because you operate more out of your divine masculine energy, that you've always had issues with men and relationships and just people in general. Like you see men for what they are, and a lot of men don't like that you stand your ground and that you're very like, you know, I see your BS. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm better off alone. And that's like the energy that you have right now that's coming through. But I feel like there's some changes for you. Let me pull from my Starseed Footstep Oracle cards and see what is coming up here. And we'll see what Spirit is showing for you. So we have here the illness card, which a lot of people are getting it. I feel like, again, paying attention to your health doesn't mean that you're going to get sick, but maybe you've been feeling a little under the weather. And so just pay attention to that. You also need to reconnect to grounding your energy and meditating. If you're meditating, you may need to do that, because I feel like you may be disconnected from source at times. Source, like the higher power, divine, your angels, and then haunted. Have you had paranormal experiences around you all your life?
Not that I can say that they were them. I'm not sure.
Is there anything weird that's been happening in your home?
No.
No. Okay. Because I am picking up I am picking up some energy in your home with the haunted card as well. But I see like where you're sitting right now, I don't know if this is your living space, but the room behind you, it has a lot of spiritual energy. Go around with that room. Go around with Palo Santo or sage and burn that to cleanse the energy, because I feel like you may not be aware of this, but you have a lot of spirit. Give me 1 second. Let me just mute myself. Okay. Did y'all hear me when I just said that? I just had to tell somebody that I was almost gotta go do some things. So let me just wrap it up here. But I get justice. So like, I don't know if there's something legal that's pending, or if not, if it's more like, it could be more just like you wanting some justice from like how you were treated by an employer, somebody else in your life. But I feel like there is going to be some kind of karmic justice that is brought to you. So just be patient. I do get spiritual attachment. So you need to be very careful, because even though you can't feel it, with what I see around you, I feel like you're very open, and you possibly are a medium as well, and you don't know that you are. But the mediums, how it works, sometimes when there's a lot of spirit activity or unwanted spirits around you, you're gonna feel health conditions. Your moods are gonna change. Your sleep.
I feel the moods.
Yeah, your moods, and there's something about traveling. You're gonna be going to some place, like taking a vacation, a holiday here soon. I feel like you need to go. This could be just, even though it shows a plane, it could be like traveling to the next city. So I feel like you're going to definitely be going places, and you need to get out of, it's going to do you good when you get out of your city, out of your place. And I feel like there is a potential move for you within the next 2 years, from the flat that you're living in or the location that you're living in to another location. There is going to be some changes. So they're also talking about children. I don't know what the connection is to children or worries about children, but don't worry. I heard that message at the end. This is not through the cards, but just pay attention to that. Don't worry about children. It's going to be fine. So I want to thank you so much for being here, guys. I want to thank you all for being here. I will be back. Hopefully, I think this coming weekend, next weekend I will be back and I'm doing another live, so I can read those of you that I haven't read, and a lot of you I have already. And then maybe I may be doing like actually like a live lecture or demonstration of some techniques or something, a spiritual topic. So we'll have a discussion in the Patreon wall about things that you would like to do. Again, I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. So I want to thank you all for being here. I love and support each and every one of you. May God bless you, and may you stay rooted in prayer and faith. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, Ray.
Bye.